Thank you. And do we have any adjustments to the agenda?
No adjustments this evening.
All right, moving on to public comment. And as a reminder, members of the public may address the school committee for up to 3 minutes on school and education matters. Public comment shall be directed to the school committee and be brief and not repetitive. The school committee's practice is not to respond or debate with speakers during the public comment period. We are here to listen. The superintendent or her staff will follow up on comments outside of the meeting as appropriate. The committee will not permit profanity or shouting and request that speakers be civil. Discussion of specific personnel or student matters and complaints concerning specific employees or students will not be allowed, but will be addressed through established policies and procedures. Before speaking, we encourage speakers to review the school committee policy AC, which provides that the school committee does not and will not discriminate nor tolerate discrimination against students or employees on the basis of membership in a protected class. Speakers who share comments contrary to this policy will not be allowed to continue. Before starting, please state your name and place of residence. And do we have any public comment this evening? No. All right, moving on. We have superintendent's proposals and updates. And first we have action items, the first reading of the comprehensive emergency management plan.
Thank you. I am recommending the accepting of the first reading of the comprehensive emergency management plan. Included in the packet is the public portion. And if any of you would like to view the confidential portions of the plan at any time, please contact Lori Mitchell.
Thank you. Are there any questions at this time? No? All right. Move to motion.
A motion to accept?
Any questions, discussion? No? All in favor?
7-0. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have information items. First is our Smart Social presentation.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to ask our Director of Community Relations, Ray Finney, to introduce our guest who's going to talk more about our Smart Social partnership.
Good evening. I'm pleased to welcome Andrea Allen from smartsocial.com to our school committee meeting this evening. Since August, we have been fortunate to partner with Smart Social to enhance the digital safety and well-being of our students in the Bangor School Department. Andrea brings a wealth of knowledge and experience in promoting responsible social media use and online safety. Tonight, she will share valuable resources and insights that can help our students navigate the digital landscape safely and responsibly. Please help me in welcoming Andrea.
Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and we are excited to partner with your school district to help protect your families and keep them safe. I'm going to start today by sharing a quick overview of Smart Social from for your parents today.
Yeah. You're in a fancy chamber.
Just so everyone is aware, we cannot hear anything from this video, in case anyone anywhere can hear anything from this video. So we are in the midst of trying to fix it, and we'll hopefully have sound soon.
Oh, should I keep playing, or should I stop that? Can you hear me?
We'll have you stop playing that. For some reason, there's no sound coming through. It's just the microphone that's working.
Oh, okay. Can you not hear me?
No, we can hear you. We just can't hear anything that's coming off of your machine.
I understand. Well, let me stop that video and just give a quick overview so that you can hear. So I apologize about that. So here at Smart Social, we're here to keep and protect your families. And we know that it's hard to stay updated on all the apps and everything online. So we're here to partner with your parents and your staff to keep and protect your families. So here you can see we have 450 plus resources. We stay updated on all the apps, and we have 50 plus live virtual events for your families to participate in, to show up for. If they do register, you not only get a replay if you can't attend that live event, you can also, if you do attend, win fun prizes. We just gave away a 3D printer, Kindles, and all kinds of fun things. So we stay up on the most urgent trends. So we cover a lot of AI. So why AI therapy can harm your teen's mental health. We cover the new release of Instagram maps that actually track your child, how TikTok's algorithms target vulnerable teens. These are 3 to 4 minute videos for you and your family to keep you safe. We have replays of all past events, and these are available for all of your families. So what I'd like to do in the short amount of time that we have here together today, I'm going to go ahead and put in the chat the link for all those attending or on right now to go ahead and click. I'm also going to share, and I'll go ahead and put up here on the screen. Give me one moment here. And I'm going to go ahead and share. If you are just on a digital device, you can go ahead and scan this with your phone. Let me see. Let me see if I'm sharing my screen here. Share. There we go. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So for those of you, you can use your phone just to scan that, or click the link. I'll just give you one moment to do that. So in addition, we have about 100 student videos, and we do have a student internship program, and we would love to have your kids be part of our student internship program. So I'm going to share a little bit more information. Here you go. So we have 3 different ways that your kids can participate. They can participate in a quick video project. They answer a few questions, and every student that participates get a $25 either Starbucks or Amazon gift card. We do need parent permissions to apply and get approval. We have research and writing projects, and even if you'd like, your student can come and join as a live event guest at one of our live events. And we really hope that your students will participate. And as you go and explore this video, if you just go to our resources and type in internship, you'd be able to see and access that page. Does anyone have any questions so far about Smart Social? We really encourage you to share this resource with your other parents. We consider any parents that join us as very informed parents. And as you start to learn and understand how to protect your family, we really encourage you to check out our resources. You can go to our sharing center and share these resources with your families of your district. We also want to hear from you in regards to any issues or struggles that you're having. You can speak to your school district and get back to us, and we will try to cover some of the things that are worrisome or of concern to you. So first things first, just go ahead. This month is National Anti-Bullying Month, so please join us for an upcoming live event, Combat Online Bullying. These are very fast-paced. We have a lot of student voices and experts in every live event. Okay, any questions?
Yes. Member Sprague?
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate the presentation and seeing these resources. I don't know if my question is for you, although it possibly might be. I'm just wondering, like, foundationally, what is our relationship with this? What are we doing to drive attention, to offer our, endorsement of it? What is our plan for unrolling and for our relationship with this entity?
Thank you for your question, Ben. I'll actually answer that for you. So we provided login information to all of our principals, which they include in their SMORE newsletters that go out to our families. We've also been posting at least once a week in regards to social media events that are happening with Smart Social. So for example, prior to tonight's meeting, there was a message that went out on our social media accounts and all of our websites that encourage parents and families and guardians to watch tonight's meeting to actually see what Smart Social was about, to be able to get some information, as well as the link that Andrea shared is embedded within that message as well. If you go to our website and you look at the button bar, which is that bright red bar that goes across underneath the pictures, there's actually a link for parents to sign up for Smart Social. So they can actually click there and it'll automatically be directed to the sign up page for Bangor as well. So resources in multiple areas, but it's an ongoing story of that partnership. It's an ongoing story of what resources are available. So when Andrea's team comes up with a new topic, I usually grab that topic and share it with our constituents.
Member Bryden?
Thank you. And to be clear, because of Bangor's partnership, if a parent goes on, they'll say, find your district, put in our zip code, and then there's no cost to these resources.
That is correct. Also, if they use the link that's on our website or the link that Andrea shared, it's automatically Bangor. It doesn't require any additional information.
Okay. Thank you.
It's in the code.
Thank you.
Thank you. Member Surratt?
Thank you. And yes, also thank you for the presentation. I'm just curious, are we thinking that this resource is only going to interface with parents and families, or will this also be a potential instruction tool? So something like maybe a teacher wants to use some of these resources during a morning meeting, or a school counselor wants to use these with a group of students during a group that they have. Can you tell me about that?
Actually, Andrea, would you be able to share some information about that?
Yes, and the answer is yes. We absolutely want each one of you and your staff members to utilize and search for all of our resources. We additionally have student voices, and I can share, if you click on one of them, there are even discussion points or questions to be utilized from a teacher's point of view that they can share in the classroom. So we absolutely encourage staff members and counselors specifically to utilize these resources, share with parents as all kinds of concerns, and really, inform both students and families. Now, there is no collection of student data, and so these aren't presentation or videos for students to use, but for teachers to share in the classrooms, for parents to share these videos with their children together. In addition, we do have a professional development. For example, tomorrow we are putting on a professional development, basically educator live event around cyberbullying, how to address these concerns, student voices, and ways to learn about our resources then. Did that help answer your question, sir?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Member O'Carey?
Thank you for the presentation. I have several questions. One, to piggyback on Member Bryden's question, that there's no cost to, the parent to utilize their services. And forgive me if I just missed this information, but is there a cost to the district to use these services? That's my first question. Second of all, is there an age limit for the internship for students, and what is being used, or what is the data that the questions that they're answering, what is that, those questions or those answers being used for?
Yes, there is. So I'll start with your first question, if I may. And yes, there is we are paid by the school district. That is the only way Smart Social is paid, is through the school districts. So that answers your first question. And then I'd love to answer your second question. We have different questions each month So each topic that we do cover, and we cover 12 different main topics each month. So if you were to, students can fill out an application. Again, there's parent permissions to these to participate. And if so, then they will be given a list of 5 to 6 questions around one of our main topics. So this is a quick overview of some of our main topics. So August, we covered AI. I can send you as a follow-up some of the questions that we have asked in the past, about 5 different questions for each of these topics. And these would be answered by the students. I don't have an example of those off the top of my head, but it will be a question of around one of these topics. I can share really quickly a video if for just one moment. If you, for example, I'm just going to look for cyberbullying, our latest topic for this month. And I realize that you might not be able to hear. Give me one. I'm going to stop share and see if I can get a way to share my audio. Give me one more moment here. So this is an example. Let me know if you can hear. This is a 60-second video.
To me, cyberbullying looks like repeated instances of harassment and saying hurtful or derogatory things towards others, especially if it is a one-on-one connection with that person. Bullying can make the recipient feel alone, secluded, or as if the false things the bully is saying are true, even though that is often come from hurt feelings and personal bias. I have had a friend who had some bullying issues, specifically on the app Discord, someone that they thought they were friends with, but kept harassing them. Their approach was to block all notifications from that site and try and figure out a way around it to approach that person. And my response was essentially to just say, hey, I'm here. I understand if you don't want to talk to me through Discord, because that's how we talked, just so you don't have to deal with that. But I'm here. I have trusted adults if you don't, and to just work with her to get to an end solution.
You're never alone in dealing with.
So that's just really quickly an example, and that might have been 3 to 4 questions. Have you ever had a friend who has been cyberbullied? Can you share how you supported that friend when they were being cyberbullied? Do you have any other suggestions for parents on how they might help their child if they were being bullied? So there might be a series of 5 different questions, and then our team puts them together in 60-second videos to help educate and have parents provide resources for parents and faculty and students. Was that helpful?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, it was helpful. I was just wondering, is there like a minimum or minimum age that students?
Yes.
Is there a age?
Yes, we only ask that middle school and high school students participate.
Thank you. Member Surratt?
Thank you. I was curious about who are the individuals that are creating the videos, and could you just tell us a little bit about their professional background? Are they educators, former educators, school psychologists? What is their professional expertise?
Yes, thank you. So Josh Oakes is the founder of Smart Social. He's been the founder for over a decade and has been the #1 presenter on this topic. He traveled across the country and presented to almost 35 states on topics of keeping kids safe and shining online. And so he is with us. We have an entire team. There is a lot of moms on this team with specific, 2 of them are past teachers on our staff. We have a video editor. We have multiple moms that are part of a research team, and they research these topics. And we have additional staff support the video pieces. We're across the country. We do work with experts, so we interview, just like we interview the kids, Josh has interviewed 235 plus district leaders, and we use the content from those interviews of superintendents across the nation in and creating our content. So you can check out our podcast. We have about 230 plus district leaders that Josh interviews, again, to collect some of this data and information, as well as counselors of our partner districts and experts on specific topics around app usage, parental controls.
Thanks.
Member Bryden.
Yes, thank you. Thanks again, Andrea, for this presentation. I appreciate all of the areas of focus that you're sharing in terms of educating parents on ways to keep their children safe online. But I think it goes without saying that technology also has a lot of wonderful things to offer. So can you point out where on the app, I've done some research, and I just think it's important to highlight some of the really great ways that this app can also be used to bring attention to positive and encouraging and thoughtful and empowering ways that students can get really comfortable with tech.
Yes, I would love to share those. So Josh has published a couple books. One is about shining online. So everything, we are very tech friendly. AI, I don't know if there's a bigger fan of AI than Josh. So we integrate all kinds of positives, and we never want to say, we don't teach parents not to use these apps, but we teach them how to use them in a positive way. And the number one thing that we do teach is for parents to have open conversations with their kids. And so we have an entire event around how to create a positive footprint, how to shine online, how to stand out with an online portfolio, how that's going to get you your dream job or to get into the school that you would like, how to create those portfolios. So there's lots of student videos down here. Think before you post, shine on building your brand identity, building careers and online skills, social media, inspiring creativity and opportunity, how to shine online, posting with purpose and perspective, what to include in your portfolio. Again, we really encourage, even with AI, our AI events was encouraging parents to use AI. How do students use AI to better study, to be more efficient, use it in a positive way, create a great morning routine? We really encourage positive use of these resources throughout our site. And I hope that we don't have a lot of time, but definitely all of our messages are very positive around using social media. Just staying informed, parents, having open conversations with your children, be on the apps with them, play video games with them, and keep that connection with your child no matter what.
I really appreciate that, Andrea. Thank you so much, because I had looked at some of the resources, but I didn't find Shine Online. So that answered so many of my questions. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. And Member Hassman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrea, for a great presentation. So my question is about the questions, and I know that they're age appropriate, you said, for middle school and high school. So for students who don't have a parent at home, for example, who's available, what are you suggesting for those questions to be covered, or for the answers for the students? Is there someone online who can kind of walk through some of the answers with the students? That's my first question.
Yeah, so for the student internship, if the student doesn't have someone, there could be a teacher or any kind of parental guardian. We just want to make sure that's the only piece of our program that we do involve student participation in. So as long as there's some kind of okay for them, for us to reach out and ask them these questions, then we move forward in that direction.
It would be one of the professionals that you mentioned earlier.
Correct.
Okay, okay, thank you. And I know you mentioned 35, you're in 35 states, correct? How many schools approximately? And what's the consensus around what this has done for students, for example?
So Josh's mission is to save a life. And he's been on this mission for 10 years. We school districts reach out to us and to help educate their parents. And we have worked with schools. Josh did travel to 35 states. We aren't currently partnering with 35 districts in 35 different states at this very moment. I would have to get back with you on the number of districts that we do work with. I don't have that exact number for you today, but I can follow up with that number. We are in a lot of states throughout the country, and we have had continuous ongoing relationships for years. We have a number of emails of gratitude from parents and districts and educators saying that we are making a difference. We have continued renewals with our district partners for years. And yeah, we think, people are grateful and really, I guess one of the things I want to say is that we collect parent feedback after our events. And so if I can, for just one moment, we collect parent feedback. So we're getting real data, real comments from parents and the difference that we're making from all of our districts. And so I'm happy to share some of that, with you, and you will collect your own parent feedback as we start to grow together and parents begin to attend live events. We collect not only data, we have a district dashboard, and you'll be able to collect data from your own parents of how it's making a difference for them.
Perfect. All righty. I wanted the community to hear that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any other questions at this time? No? Oh, nope, Member Surratt.
Sorry, I'm just curious about next steps on this. Is this, I know we're not voting on this tonight, it's informational, correct? So what are next steps on this?
Basically just continue to allow it to grow this year. As Andrea mentioned, we have the dashboard. So Director Finney and I collaborate, and we'll be checking in and monitoring that throughout the year, and certainly can provide updates quarterly, I'd say at minimum, to let everyone know how it's working and to determine if it is a good fit for Bangor and if we're going to continue with it.
Appreciate that. And we don't need to determine this right now, but I'd be interested if Maine is one of those states. And if so, are there other school districts in Maine that are using this program?
I can get back with you on that as well.
Great. Thanks.
You're welcome. And I just wanted to give you a quick peek. You have your own dashboard, but you can see with one of our partners, we have 87 parent event feedbacks from their community of parents providing data, and we provide data as well for your district as we start to grow together.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And I'll be getting back to you on some of your questions.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
us. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Up next, we have superintendent's updates.
I have my update for this evening. A copy was in your packets. Just to highlight some of the things, there's always so many great things happening and so many opportunities to share. I've highlighted some here. We have another Bangor beautiful mural at Down East that's been completed. Really great opportunity for kids to be involved in the whole process and see that final piece public with that's been generated from their work. We're in the process of determining our best next steps in terms of sharing that school profile, school SCC, the school core competency information at our December 10th workshop. And we had some really good discussions this morning at our administrative council on how to best make sure that that's a really solid representation and aligns to what we're trying to do in the Bangor School Department. So more to come on that. We are, as I talked about this last spring, but the Health Wave student group is working, they are a group that has already been established at Bangor High School, and they focus on community, different topics related to community health and wellness. And they are going to be the group that is going to be involved in the listening schools. We had, Dr. Butler had shared a little bit about that last year. So that's getting ready to be up and running, and we'll have further updates with that. Our Best Buddies program is up and running, and we are expanding our mentoring at the middle school level. We have partnerships with grade 6 and Bangor High School, and we're also developing a partnership with Glenburn. And the partnerships within the school department, high school and grade 6, we are doing mentoring days during our early release days. So that will be an opportunity for some middle school students to stay and participate with their mentors. In terms of the district, we have been awarded the opioid settlement grant, and we're working through the details of that. One of the key pieces that will allow, and this is a 3-year grant, that's going to allow us to bring in a person to support alternatives to suspension at the middle and high school level. And we're excited to see how that evolves, and I'll certainly be providing further updates. Of course, there's lots of research to show that repeated suspension doesn't necessarily change behavior and often leads to poor outcomes for students. So we're excited for that. We're also in the process of planning our fall school committee retreat. So hopefully we can get a date together for that. We continue to have the regional discussions on the child development services. And this is a transition. Actually, Dr. Chadbourne and I will be attending a meeting that's talking a little bit more about that cohort and the state support in that transition, bringing in and providing services for 3 and 4-year-olds. So more to come on that. And the next Penquist meeting will be next week, which I'm sure I'll have other updates from that meeting. Any questions?
Member Sprague?
Thank you. I do have a question just to see how feedback internally went to the professional development day. I think we have another one coming up soon. And also related to that, just this is a broad question. I don't need an answer tonight, but I'm always interested in kind of the morale of the staff. And I get that that might be not at this setting, but always curious about, both the quantitative data metrics about how are people feeling professionally? Do they feel like they're getting opportunities, development? How's morale? Does it vary across the city? Then if you do survey, there becomes sort of some longitudinal data on that can be tracked over time. And I don't know if we do that, but I think it would be great to think about. And I'm glad we're doing the professional development days. I was admittedly a little bit on the fence about so many early release days, but I think that it seemed to be communicated out well what we were doing. And I'm in on it. But I guess my 2-part question is, how did the first one go? How's the mood? And related to that, what are we doing to really solicit feedback and perspective from our staff?
Absolutely. So I can give you a general response, certainly, and happy to get further details as we proceed with our early release days. But I received very positive feedback. Again, this is the principals being able to be empowered to design professional learning that is very responsive to the needs of their particular staff and in alignment with what we're doing department-wide. So there's opportunity for teacher input. We just, again, at our administrative council meeting this morning, talked about the upcoming early release, and we have opportunities that some schools are utilizing through our school psychologist offering a training, and then others aren't. So again, this is not about a one size fits all. And I think that's really very important. And I think that's one of the things that the staff is appreciating. I know back when I was a teacher, I taught math, and I had to go to all the trainings, even if it was reading and literacy and things that didn't really pertain to me. So we're really trying to move away from that, so that even the specialists, so art, music, are able to have opportunities to work as a team across the department and really hone their skills and instructional practices. So far, I feel like it's been positive, but we can certainly continue providing updates.
Thank you. Member Hassman.
Yeah, thank you. Great updates. I'm very intrigued by the alternative to suspension piece. I don't know if you have any more information. As a school committee, I know we've discussed it several times during our retreats as well. And I'm wondering if it's going to include the restorative justice practices, or is that still kind of?
It's still in discussions, but essentially, I think just taking a restorative approach, from what I've gathered at this point, it becomes really challenging to go strictly on restorative justice. So I think, initially our discussions have been focused on merging, our current disciplinary practices. I mean, certainly there are needs for suspension at some points, depending on the, what's going on. So I think, again, we have to be responsive, but the idea is to think about providing this as a teaching opportunity, a support, because we all, I mean, in education, it's very common knowledge, and I'm sure beyond that, various behaviors are a form of communication. So we're trying to pay attention to that and really be responsive to, it's oftentimes a cry for help. So how do we come in a supportive manner to hopefully prevent future suspensions from happening and not allowing it to become a pattern that leads to worse outcomes?
I'm excited. I'll follow this closely because I know, like you said, the research backs it up. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. Member Bryden.
Similarly, I think this is a great use of these funds. My question is, I know that you said it was a 3-year period, a grant. Is the idea that an individual would come in and do some consulting with our disciplinary sort of models that we use now? Is this sort of like a short-term staffing position that you're envisioning? Can you say a little bit more about how you envision these funds supporting a person and what that person might look like in the school?
Certainly. Again, we're still in the planning phases. There's only been one meeting around it. We're looking at a possible shared schedule at the middle and high school, but mostly focus at the high school level. The idea over the 3 years, and I think after the first year, we'll have a better idea of how it might look moving forward. But it certainly could be sharing those skills, training others. But it also could end up being an opportunity that, we may decide that this is a need. Similarly to our literacy specialists, there's a lot of needs going on. And, what is that going to look like? And again, we have to see how it works out.
Right.
What are the metrics that are demonstrating the effectiveness of it, and then go from there. So I think at this point it's open, but really looking to do what's going to be most effective and supportive for kids.
Great. Well, thank you very much for this update. I really appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you. Any other questions right now? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the update.
Of course.
Did you have, I was like, we got to the end. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure. All right, moving on to business action items. And first we have the regular meeting minutes of September 24, 2025.
I'm recommending approval of the draft minutes of the September 24, 2025 regular school committee meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
7-0. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we've got personnel nominations and teacher nominations for the 25-26 school year.
I'm recommending the following teacher nomination for the 25-26 school year with a 1-year probationary contract. James W. Fahey, French teacher, 0.8 Bangor High School, 0.2 at William S. Cohen School.
And can I get a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
7-0. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have extra duty assignments.
I'm recommending the following extra duty assignments. Olivia Belbutte, 0.25 IEP Coordinator, Fairmount School. Angela Lundy, 0.51 IEP Coordinator, Mary Snow School. Tracy Reardon, 0.51 IEP Coordinator, Mary Snow School. Heidi Robinson, 0.51 IEP Coordinator at Mary Snow School. Anthony Crabtree, Freshman Class Advisor, Bangor High School. Evan Marshall, Freshman Class Advisor, Bangor High School. Robert Sprang, Junior Class Advisor, Bangor High School. Elsa Saunders, Drama Advisor, James F. Dowdy School.
And can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
7-0. Thank you.
Thank you. And next we have donations to be read by Vice Chair Surratt.
Thank you. To Down East School from Acadia Credit Union, snacks and school supplies for students having a total dollar value of $500. To Fruit Street School from St. Paul the Apostle Parish, sneakers and socks for students having a total dollar value of $500. To Fruit Street School from the Fruit Street School PTO, a cash donation to support the learning of all students having a total dollar value of $1,050. To Mary Snow School from St. Paul the Apostle Parish, my new shoes, sneakers, and socks for students having a total dollar value of $850. To James F. Dowdy School from St. Paul the Apostle Parish, sneakers and socks for students having a total dollar value of $250. To the Technology Department from MSAD 60, 20 HPE switches, 8 Unify outdoor access points, and 1 FortiGate firewall having a total dollar value of $5,800. To Vine Street School from Burlington Store, Adopt a Classroom, a grant for classroom supplies having a total dollar value of $5,000. To Fairmount School from Bangor Savings Bank, jars of peanut butter and jelly to support students having a total dollar value of $325. And I'll make a motion to accept these generous donations with thanks.
Second.
All in favor?
7-0. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have introduction items and first reading of the revised policies. Do you want to take these all together?
Yes, that's okay. I'm recommending approval of the first reading of revised policies. Revised policy IJOA, field trips and other student travel. Revised policy IJOC, school volunteers. Revised policy IKF, graduation requirements. Revised policy JICIA, weapons, violence, and school safety. Revised policy JKAA, use of physical restraint and seclusion.
Thank you. And can I get a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Thank you. And next we move to community updates. Do we have any representatives reports? Member Bryden?
UTC met at the beginning of the month. Just some quick updates. More than ever, the population at UTC is expanding. There are currently, in total, including UTC and the several exploratory programs that they have at several of the high schools, there are 1,032 students enrolled, which is higher than ever and really fantastic. Bangor has 81 81 students in the exploratory program at our high school. And then 179 students from Bangor High School go to UTC, which again is higher than ever before. So we're really excited about that move and that enthusiasm, especially from Bangor, for all of the programming that UTC has to offer. The bond that was passed last November will officially be spent by the middle of next month. All that's left is automotive and electrical. So we're getting there in spending down that really, really huge bond that was passed by the city of Bangor and really allows our students to get new resources, new technology to really emphasize their learning. And the next steps for UTC is to really explore ways that we can implement programming at the middle school level and what that might look like. We're obviously seeing a shift in growth and interest. And so anything that we can do to continue to cultivate that interest in learning and what those pathways might look like, we're on a really good track. So that's really all exciting stuff. Vice Chair Surratt, did I miss anything from our meeting?
I think you covered it very well.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, any other reports? Yep. All right, on to our student committee update.
Thank you. First off, the SAT hosted at the high school has been rescheduled from today, the 8th, to the 22nd of October. The PSATs are also scheduled for the 22nd as well. Next, BHS is holding on-the-spot admissions for multiple schools. EMCC on October 28th, Hudson on the 30th, UMaine on November 4th, and University of Southern Maine on November 12th. As well, yearbook deadlines for seniors is at the end of the month. By then, you need to have submitted your senior photos, baby photos, quotes, and activities. I'll show you. And finally, for Spirit Week, Monday we have no school. Tuesday we have Duo Day, which was made by me. Thank you. And Wednesday, which is a half day, we have anything but a backpack day, so that'll be interesting. Thursday we have Decades Day, and Friday class color and senior theme. The senior theme is secret, so I don't think I'm allowed to disclose it to you guys, but you guys will see. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. At this time, are there any reports or questions and comments from the committee? Member Seschler.
All right, you have one more meeting to get that right, Sarah. That's all good. I just wanted to say thank you for everybody for being here. We're 6 weeks into the school year, 7 weeks, right? I teach at the university, so I know it's like that time where we're all a little dragging. So thank you for all of your hard work. Keep it up. It's a long weekend. I hope you all have something restorative planned.
Thank you. Anyone else? No? All right. So moving on to informational items, we have upcoming important dates. Wednesday, October 29th, 2025, regular meeting, 7 p.m. in council chambers. Monday, November 10th, 2025, reorganizational meeting, 11 a.m. council chambers. Thursday, November 13th, 2025, workshop at 5 p.m. at Bangor High School Library. And Thursday, November 13th, 2025, regular meeting, 7 p.m. in council chambers. And with that, I move to adjourn. All in favor? All right, so
7:00.
we are adjourned.
Great job.
Well spoken, and we nailed the donation.